Have your views somewhat changed on the war on terror? The war on terror.
It has, yeah, because now, you know, we grew up kind of, I don't want to say indoctrinated, but told, oh, we need the Patriot Act. We need, you know, all these counterterrorism tactics to combat jihadists and the global war on terrorism. But then ultimately, the Patriot Act paved the way for tactics of deplatforming. A lot of people don't know this, right? And I write about this extensively in my book, but...
What's the Patriot Act? What's the Patriot Act, for those who have never heard of
the Patriot Act was established, right, under the Bush administration, directly following 9/11. And essentially it was, you know, an act that was created by the United States government as a way to, what they claimed was going to increase the national surveillance state for the sake of, you know, keeping Americans safe. And they said, okay, we're going to bolster TSA, and it paved the way for, you know, mass government surveillance and spying on the public. And
what's TSA?
Like the security agency at the airport.
Yep, okay.
When you're going through the security. Yep. But everything we now see, right, the entire world changed after 9/11. And they used the Patriot Act as an excuse to be able to spy on people, surveil them, monitor their conversations, and store and collect enormous amounts of data, all in the name of patriotism, right? Oh, we all need to unite together to, you know, to stand together, rah, 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 America, America, you know, we gotta combat these jihadists. But as we've learned over time, right, they never really implemented these surveillance tactics or these counterterrorism tactics against jihadists. It's been weaponized against American patriots, right? Which is ironic given the name, the Patriot Act, right? So now these tactics of deplatforming, and a lot of people don't know this, but the tactic of completely digitally exterminating somebody and banning them online and, you know, surveilling them on certain keywords. Like, you probably have been banned, or people who support you have been banned for actually typing the word Tommy Robinson.
Yep, Facebook.
Just like with me, with Facebook, when they labeled me a dangerous individual, along with Gavin McGinnis, who you had on your show, and others as well. Literally, people would be banned for just typing the word Laura Loomer.
And they'd go back through history.
They labeled me as a designated terrorist when they banned me. And so when ISIS and, you know, Al-Qaeda and Hamas, Hezbollah, all these different groups were trying to, and the Taliban, of course, trying to recruit members to join their cause, they were using social media. And that's how they were able to get so many young people and, you know, have this global movement of young, what do they call them, lone wolves, right? Who would, you know, just be sitting at home, or they'd be able to convert an American college student who would then, you know, take a plane ride over to Syria and take arms and join ISIS. The United States government and the FBI and the CIA developed the tactic of deplatforming for the sake of digitally exterminating jihadist networks online so that they weren't able to recruit and spread propaganda. But now, right, what has that been used to do? It's actually been used to target us. So when we try to say, oh, I feel like I'm being treated like a terrorist, no, we really are being treated like terrorists, because the entire concept of deplatforming and this unholy alliance between the big tech social media companies and the intelligence agencies, like we've seen in the United States, and I'm sure it's probably very similar in the UK, right, where you have big tech officials working with intelligence officials, like we saw in the 2020 election, the FBI having meetings on a weekly basis with Facebook and Twitter. They work with these officials to target people that they view as enemies of the state.